The following is a presentation of Fox Sports. We are Fox Sports. We are LA.
Halos looking to rebound after last night's shutout, 8-0 at the hands of the Chicago White Sox. And tonight it is Game 2. They're visiting American League Central, Pale Host of Chicago. Hi, everyone, from inside the Big A. We welcome you back to Angels Baseball here on Fox Sports West. I'm Victor Rojas, along with my partner, Mark Gubza. We flash back to last night because of the injury to Vernon Wells. Of course, after the ball game, the Halos making a move, putting Vernon on the disabled list. We got some news earlier today that it's not as bad as they originally thought.
Well, that was certainly the good news. It shouldn't be too late. His last 8 some bags, pinch runs a lot, a guy that can get that bunt down there when need be. So very versatile player for Mike Scioscia.
We've got a pretty good pitching matchup tonight. Yoel Pinheiro, for his first 2 starts coming off the disabled list, has actually been very, very good. The sinker moving all over the place.
Yeah, Vic, we talk about peaks and valleys when you come back from a shoulder issue, and he certainly had some good stuff so far in his first 2 games. Working down, he's only given up 1 earned run in 12 2/3 innings pitched. Last time out there, maybe a little bit wild as far as the walks, but the reality is that fastball is moving so much, and his curveball and his slider and even his changeup's been very good down in the strike zone, which is going to be important for him tonight. Get a lot of ground balls, minimize the effect of Howie out there in left field as far as trying to read that ball off the bat.
The Angels offense will have its hands full with John Dance. It's Nacho Libre night here at the Big A. We've got lineups at first pitch when we return. Introducing the Hyundai Assurance Trade-In Value Guarantee. See your Hyundai dealer for details. And by CarMax. Now more than ever, the smart choice is CarMax. Well, we welcome you back here to the Big A. The Halos have taken the field. Joel Pinheiro already getting his warm-up tosses in. The Halos, after the loss last night, are now 20-16, still in first place with a one-game lead. The White Sox in fourth, the American League Central, 9.5 back of the Cleveland Indians. The White Sox at 14-22 have this lineup this evening. Juan Pierre is in left, leadoff man. Alexi Ramirez, who homered yesterday, he is batting second, playing shortstop. Adam Dunn is the DH. Paul Konerko playing first base. He's the cleanup man. Carlos Quinton in right. A.J. Pierzynski back behind the plate. Alex Rios will bat seventh, place center field. Gordon Beckham is at second base, batting eighth. And the youngster, Brent Morel, batting ninth and playing third base. Taking on Joel Pinheiro, 1-0 this year, making his third start, and a 0.71 ERA.
And he's only allowed 7 hits in that 12 2/3 innings pitched. 10-game winner last year. Above all, has that power sinker. Settles in around 88 to 91 on the sinker. Very good slider, and a changeup, and a curveball.
Fastball is up and away to Juan Pierre, who had an 0 for 5 night last night. Hitting .250 on the year. No home runs, 9 runs batted in. Little bunt, and he bunted it twice in the batter's box, and it's a foul ball. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Pierre with a couple of doubles, 1 triple. He's had some problems in the defensive side of things. It looks like Mike Scioscia wants to talk things over quickly here with Tony Randazzo. Mike making sure that that ball was bunted and Pierre was still in the batter's box.
And we're getting a real good view here. Definitely still in the batter's box.
1-1, drops a bunt. Picking it up as Mathis fires to first. Not wasting any time. There's out number 1. Let's take a look at the defense behind Joel Pinheiro this evening. Our Home Depot doing more on defense. Howie Kendrick, first ever start out in the outfield. He is in left. Peter Borges center. Torrey Hunter is in right. Alberto Callaspo, Eric Ibar on the left side. Maicer Sturis and Mark Trumbo on the right. And you just saw Jeff Mathis behind the plate.
And Howie Kendrick getting that first start in the major leagues in left field, but hasn't had a start in the outfield since. Well, when you get a lot of ground balls, you might have to worry about fly balls out to Howie Kendrick. Nice play by Callaspo on the backhand once again. Yeah, when Pinheiro on the mound, a lot of ground balls. Keep that infield active. Howie out there since high school travel ball team was the last time he played outfield.
He got credited for 2/3 of an inning as a quote-unquote center fielder last year, but that's when Mike Scioscia had a 5-man infield, thus getting credit for that time in the outfield. We asked him before the game. It was high school travel ball. Said he played a little right, a little left. Said, I adapt, I'm ready to go. Very athletic guy. No 1 pitch, a strike on the inside corner, no balls, 2 strikes. Done last night, 2 for 4 with a double and a base hit. The base hit went off the base of the wall and right. His average at 180. 0-2 pitch, just missed. Take a look at our Hyundai key to the game.
Boy, Def Leppard says it best. Fooling with that sinking fastball, good curveball changeup, very effective for Pinheiro, fooling the hitters and get him out in front for easy outs.
It's not fooling?
Well, it is, but I didn't want to do that. I'll let you do that one.
Adam Dunn strikes out swinging.
He was fooled on it.
He was fooled on it. A 1-2 inning for Pinheiro ahead of the bottom of the first. No score with the Angels coming up. First inning, we'll take a look at Mike Scioscia's lineup for this evening's game. Eric Aybar back in that leadoff spot playing shortstop. Bobby Abreu is the DH. Meister Steers had the day off yesterday. He bats third place second. Torrey Hunter, the cleanup man. Howie Kendrick jumps up to the fifth spot in left field. Alberto Callas was the third baseman. Mark Trumbo at first. Jeff Mathis getting his first start of this series behind the plate. Peter Borges batting ninth and playing center field. That lineup taking on the 25-year-old left-hander from Austin, Texas, by the name of John Danks. And don't let the numbers fool you. Danks, very good numbers against the Angels in his career.
Well, he's thrown the ball very well against the Mets. That game last year, he threw a shutout, 2-hit shutout. Won that game 1-0. Irvin Santana pitched great against him. He's got the fastball, 89-93. Has a good cut fastball, curveball, slider, changeup, and a great move over to first base. Very difficult to steal against.
Aybar takes down low, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Danks is kind of a Mark Burley part deux. He works very quickly, doesn't leave the mound a whole lot, usually has a pretty good tempo. 1-1 pitch to Aybar. He shoots one into right field. Quinton moving to his left, puts it away, and there's out number 1. Let's take a look at the defense for the White Sox. You've got Pierre in left, Rios in center, Quinton in right. It's Morel and Ramirez on the left side. Beckham and Konerko on the right with A.J. Pierzynski, Angels' favorite.
And Paul Konerko is a guy that will be active today. Obviously, some ground balls, that cut fastball for Danks, but also he's got to keep an eye on that good move by Danks over to first base. Very good as far as applying that tag for that pickoff.
Lefty-lefty matchup here with 1 out, nobody on. Here's Bobby. He had a 1-for-2 game yesterday, including a walk, hitting .267, 1 home run, 16 runs batted in as he promptly takes a strike. Abreu picking up his 26th walk of the year in yesterday's game. His on-base percentage at .392 as he slices one over the head of Morel and into left field. And it's a 1-out base hit.
Lefty's having some success against Danks. Usually you think of him below 200 in batting average against left-handed batters at .239, including 3 home runs. Elevates a fastball to Bobby, and Bobby did a nice job of going the other way with that pitch.
Is that a product of Danks' inability of getting that ball down and away to a left-handed batter?
That's exactly right, because if you're effective, if you're a left-handed pitcher against lefty batters, if you have a good slider or a curveball down and away, you're going to get a lot of ground balls and a lot of swings and misses. But when you're forced into a fastball, especially in the inner half of the plate against a lefty, you will have success against him.
Steers hitting .330 on the year, couple of home runs. There's a pickoff move. Bobby easily back. Meister with 11 runs batted in, 11 doubles on the year. Oh, 1 pitch, swing and a miss on the off speed. It's no balls, 2 strikes.
Danks this year, base runners have been successful 2 out of 4 times trying to steal a bag against him. Does have 2 pickoffs. Very good move.
Steers shooting into right field over the head of Beckham, a base hit. Bobby's rounding second. He's going to try to go to third. The throw is cut off, and the Angels here in the first have runners at first and third with 1 away.
Good job for Bobby, because originally he stopped and froze to make sure that baseball got over Beckham's head. Again, good approaches so far against Danks. Twice he's elevated pitches on the outer half, and both times the Angel hitters have gone the other way against him.
Well, Torrey Hunter will step to the plate here with Abreu at third and Steers over at first. Torrey last night 0 for 3 as he swings the first pitch and fouls it back. There's no balls and a strike. Long pause for Danks. Here comes the 0-1. Torrey fouls it off to the right. No balls, 2 strikes. Mentioned the success that John Danks has had against the Angels throughout his career. This is his 10th career start against the Angels.
And his previous 9, a 3-3 mark and a 2.56 ERA. Last year he made 3 starts. It was 2-1 with a 1.46 earned run average against the Angels. Quick throw to first. Izturis is back. Halos last night had some opportunities against Edwin Jackson. Ended up going 0 for 9 with men in scoring position. Torrey takes down and in. And it's 1-2. That snaps a string of 8 straight strikes thrown by John Danks.
That was that cut fastball designed to try to get in on the hands of Torii Hunter to induce into a ground ball.
Infield back looking for that double play. And Torrey lines with a center of base hit. Abreu comes in to score. The Angels strike first. It is 1-0 Halos.
Well, you got to like this approach so far by the hitters against John Danks. 2 base hits the other way, and this one right back up the middle. Fastball again. These 3 pitches in a row that the Angels have hit well were all elevated up in the strike zone. Not a lot of movement when the ball has been up in the zone for Danks, not only tonight, but this season when he's down, very effective.
Torrey picking up his 16th run batted in. He's at first, 17th 100 career hit. And here's Howie Kendrick, the left fielder. Got a weird sound to it. This one's rolled foul. It's no balls and a strike.
As long as that bat is in the lineup, it's a good thing. 3-17.
Yep. 0 for 2 yesterday. Had to come on when Vernon was taken out of the game because of that groin strain. Off speed pitch. And it's no balls, 2 strikes. There's Vernon. We haven't been told the extent of the injury and or how much time he's going to miss, but Mike Sush is saying before the game that it's not as bad as they thought it was going to be. Howie gets jammed here, rolls it foul. It's still no balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, they couldn't really give us a timetable on his return, but the bottom line is you see a smile. Not that you ever want to see one of your players hurt, but the extent of the injury was nowhere near where they anticipated it.
We're also supposed to get an update on Kendrys Morales today, too. He had that visit in Colorado. They're staying inside on Howie. Still no balls, 2 strikes.
Cut fastball after a changeup. That's when he's most effective. Danks will be throwing that cut fastball in on the right-handers. Supplemented with a changeup, but if he's getting the fastball up, he's been getting hit hard.
Izturis took off for third as Howie fouls it back. Meister has to head back to second base. Torrey stayed at first. A pretty good jump.
Oh, real good jump.
Yeah. 17 pitches thrown by Danks here in the first. 15 strikes, 2 balls. Huge lead for Izturis. Off speed pitch, fouled back.
Pretty nice job of just staying alive on that. Really good changeup thanks to Howie there. Down and away like that at 83 miles an hour after the pitch before was 92.
Halos up 1-0 courtesy of Torii Hunter's RBI single. Down in the dirt. Dug out by Pierzynski. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 3 straight hits with 1 out here in the first for the Angels. Abreu, Izturis, and Hunter. Ozzie Guillen at the helm of the White Sox. Mentioned 9.5 games back at Cleveland, picking up a half game yesterday with their victory. 14-22 on the year. Izturis takes off, so does Torrey. This one bounced in front of the mound. Danks will barehanded. He'll fire on to first. Kendrick is out number 2. And the Halos now have runners at second and third for Alberto Callaspo.
Again, this fooled on that all-speed pitch, but it was a battle for how he had some good hacks. Again, Danks made some quality pitches to him. A lot of cut fastballs in, change-ups away. Keep an eye on Danks with 4 wild pitches already this season. He has a tendency to bounce that breaking pitch in the dirt.
That was an 8-pitch at bat against Howie. Here's Alberto, who went 1 for 4 yesterday, hitting .289 on the year. Lifts this one back and out of play. Callaspo with a couple of home runs, 13 runs batted in. A little bit high with the off-speed pitch. The count is even at 1 ball, 1 strike. And so Tony Randazzo calling the balls and strikes. Dan Bellino at first, Larry Vanover at second, and Brian Gorman over at third. This one lined to the left field. There's a base hit. Asturias will score. Torres being waved around. Pierre with a very weak arm. He'll score. And Callaspo being a rundown. It doesn't matter if the runs have scored here. 2 RBI single for Alberto Callaspo as the Angels score 3 times on 4 hits. 1 in the books. Halos on top 3-0. RBI single, 4 total hits, and the Halos have a 3-0 lead to start the top of the second inning. Yoel Pinheiro had a 1-2-3 first, including a strikeout of Adam Dunn. And here the second, he'll face Konerko, Quinton, and A.J. Pierzynski. The 2 RBIs for Alberto Callaspo gives him 15 now on the year. Mark Trumbo still the team leader with 17. Bobby Abreu's got 16. So does Torrey Hunter. So although there may not be one guy that stands out with 25 runs batted in, there's plenty of guys that have chipped in. As Konerko takes down low for ball 1.
I just like the approach so far in this game, getting some elevated pitches and doing some damage with it. Even that changeup up to Callaspo fought it off.
Konerko hits this one out to deep left center field. Peter Bourjos going back and at the wall, leaps up, nobody can get it. That's a solo home run. Paul Konerko with his 9th home run of the year. The White Sox get one of those runs back. It's 3-1 Angels.
Well, Konerko with some really good numbers in his career against Pinheiro. Now 10 for 27 with 4 home runs. He just keeps getting better as he plays longer in the major leagues. Konerko very good as far as getting that fastball, that uppercut swing. Getting at a big part of the ballpark here too. We'll carry here early in the evening here so far. That ball was well struck by Konerko.
36th home run hit by the White Sox this year. They had 3 of them yesterday. Carlos Quinton had 1 of them to straightaway center field. He swings first pitch, and it's no balls in his strike. Quinton's a guy that's certainly not afraid to pull the trigger, and did so last night. Ended up going 3 for 4 with 2 doubles, a home run, 5 runs batted in. So his totals overall now raised his average to 279, jumping 15 points with that big game last night. He hammers one down the left field line. It is hooking, and it is foul. Right size, wrong shape.
Just a long strike.
0-2 count here on Quinton. Paul Konerko with a leadoff home run to start the second. He now has 28 runs batted in. In the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's similar to the pitch we were looking for Ervin Santana to throw him yesterday when he was ahead of Quinton. And at that point, it was a close ball game, but ended up hanging a breaking pitch and a backup spin to it. Carlos Quinton got that big double.
One, two, got him with the off speed. Down goes Quinton. There's out number 1. And the Halos conclude their homestand tomorrow against the White Sox. It's a 7:05 start. Make sure you note that. We've had a couple of 4:05 starts, but tomorrow is at 7:05. And all fans receive a retro 1961 replica hat. Purchase your tickets today by visiting the Angels Stadium ticket office or by logging on to angels.com. A.J. Pierzynski with 227, hits one in the air to right field. Torrey is there. He'll make the grab. And 2 outs. Pierzynski had a 1-for-4 game yesterday. White Sox overall racking out 11 hits. Edwin Jackson pitched exceptionally well for the White Sox. Went 7 innings. Shutout baseball. Ervin Santana, on the other hand, got knocked around a little bit. Pitched to 1 batter in the 7th. That's when Alexi Ramirez touched him for a home run. But Ervin dropping his 4th game. He's now 1-4. Alex Rios at the plate. That fastball sinking down and away. It's 1 ball, no strikes.
What we've seen these first 2 games against the White Sox, a very aggressive lineup. They're trying to jump all over that first pitch fastball.
On the outside corner, evens the count. Rios was hitless in last night's game, 0-for-4. His average at 206. And as the weather starts to heat up, the White Sox hitters are starting to heat up as well. As Rios takes that pitch inside, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike. They've got a number of guys that have started to swing the bat a little bit better over the last couple of weeks. Adam Dunn, Rios, Beckham. Konerko's been going good all year long. This one pulled over to third, and Callasco has it going to his left. And Pinheiro settles down after giving up the leadoff home run to Konerko. Retires the next 3 in a row. We head to the bottom of the second. It is 3-1 Angels. Angels here in the bottom of the second, bottom third, due up for the Halos. Mark Trumbo takes a slow breaking pitch from John Dankson for a strike. Trumbo, Mathis, and Borges against Danks, who gave up 3 runs on 4 hits in that first inning. Mark went 0 for 3 last night, overall hitting .266. As he pulls this one toward the hole, there's a base hit. Leadoff man is on board.
Now it's time for Coors Light Cold Hard Blast. Last time in Chicago, Trumbo against Mark Buehrle on the Sunday afternoon game goes Oppo Taco for you, Victor, into the bullpen. There's a Coors Light Cold Hard Blast by Mark Trumbo.
I think that's been I think that was the last one.
It was the last one we had.
And there's only been one 3-run home run. That was Hank Conger the Saturday game.
The fellas got to help us out a little bit, don't you think?
No, Mathis fouls one back. Heads up, Gooby. Yeah.
That hurt a little bit.
I'm glad I told you. Watch out, because you were looking at me.
I was still doing the Coors Light Blast.
Oh,
man. Nobody wants it. All right, I'll keep it.
You're sitting there looking at me talking about the 3-run home run. Watch out, Gooby.
Yeah, I'm feeling real good right now.
Oh, man. Well, the ugly finders are out.
Why they keep coming in here at us?
No balls and a strike on Mathis. Hitting 197 on the year. Swings through that one. And it is 0-2. Jeff has been scuffling of late. Last 16 games, 9 for 49. Has 1 home run, 5 runs batted in. Takes upstairs, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Danks, as we pointed out when the game started, 0-5 with a 3.83 ERA. 47 innings, 49 hits, 36 strikeouts, and 14 walks. The numbers have been very good. Just hasn't been able to get the hit column. This one, that's into the White Sox booth. And there's absolutely no chance that Hawk Harrelson and the Stone Pony are going to go after that baseball. Absolutely not. As a matter of fact, that may have disrupted their entire mojo for the rest of the game. Stone Pony's actually now mocking them.
I know.
Yeah, well.
So he knew how to get out of the way of those line drives up the middle.
Veteran move over there.
Yes.
1-2. Outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Trumbo with a leadoff base hit. Is over at first base. 5 hits for the Angels so far. Danks' last time out against the Twins went 8 innings. Gave up just 3 runs. And took the loss. 2-2. Mathis fouls one back. I think the key to tonight is don't look down for very long.
No. For some reason, we're getting a lot of foul balls up here now.
Mathis breaks his bat, loops one into the seats on the first base side. Count is at 2-2. Guess it didn't break the bat. Sounded like it, though.
It did sound like it.
Yeah, off the end of the bat. Either that or he did, and he just didn't want to get rid of his gamer.
Figures he got good target practice at us right now.
Called strike 3 on the inside corner. Mathis goes down looking for the first out. Fans, follow the Angels on FoxSportsWest.com/Angels. You'll find the latest team news, upcoming schedules, and insightful columns from some of LA's top sports minds. And be sure to vote for the Angels poll question. Who's your favorite former Angels starter? Dean Chance, Nolan Ryan, Frank Tanana, Chuck Finley, Mark Langston, or Mark Gubicza?
Wow, is there any doubt?
Log on to FoxSportsWest.com/Angels.
Oh, it's easy to do. Nolan, what about Dean Chance?
Peter Borges takes a strike.
I know who your vote for.
Dean Chance.
Oh, man.
Well, I got the scouting report from the skipper yesterday. Borges fouls that one back. You know, point blank, he said that with you, he would have lost 30 or would have won 30 fewer games if you were part of his rotation.
Yeah, anybody said he could win games. Is when you get the ability to lose extra games with it being on the mound. That's beautiful.
You've got to be good to win.
To lose 30 games, you got to be
games, right?
just good enough.
0-2. Borges takes inside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Peter was 0 for 2 yesterday, drew a walk, hitting 298 on the year, a couple of home runs, 10 runs batted in. And the 1-2. Called strike 3, right down the middle. 2 outs. Back-to-back strikeouts for Danks. Takes the lineup back to the top of the order with Eric Ibar coming to the plate.
Well, he's working downhill. The last couple batters worked down in the strike zone. He had a number of elevated pitches in that first inning. Tell you what, he's been throwing a lot of strikes, particularly first pitch strikes. 9 batters, 9 first pitch strikes so far.
Ibar lines one to left field. Pierre going over to his left, makes the catch. And that will end the inning. Leadoff base hit, stranded at first, through 2. Halo's still on top. For the White Sox here, 8-9-1. And Beckham takes a little bit high, and it's 1 ball, no strikes. Beckham 2 for 4 yesterday, including his 3rd home run of the year. And 231 on the season, 12 runs batted in. This one's popped up right side of the infield. Going out actually is Sturris. A little stutter step there, makes the catch. There's out number 1. Hey folks, during the 2011 Major League Baseball season on Fox, we've aligned with Stand Up to Cancer, an organization that utilizes resources from the film and media industry to support a new model of cancer research. For more information, log on to standuptocancer.org. It's the pins that we've been wearing on our lapels once a week. Fred Morel showing bunt, drops one up the third base line. Cayasa's going to let it go, and it is foul.
Well, that doesn't happen often, but it was bunted hard enough where it had that chance to roll foul. Good decision by Cayasa, but no way you're going to throw him out.
At that point, once Cayasa realized that he was not going to get Morel, just let that ball roll, even if it's the bag.
Then we see that with Everett. Adam Everett making that play down the line. He fielded that ball, didn't give it a chance to roll foul in that Cleveland series.
When they weren't going to get the out at first. And Cayaspo still deep at third. Morel went 0 for 4 yesterday, hitting .218 on the year. 8 runs batted in. Strike on the outside corner, 0-2.
Well, that's an unhittable pitch. At 88 with movement, starting off the outside corner and catching the spot.
Back toward the middle, off of Piñeiro, and that's going to go as an infield base hit. The White Sox have a man on here with 1 out. Juan Pierre coming to the plate. Not much Piñeiro could do there once he got turned around.
Generally a very, very good fielding pitcher, but I think he got fooled somewhat off the end of the bat. The sound. Try to work his way back. And originally thought maybe kicking at the ball to slow it down. Hit off his body. No chance to be able to throw him out.
Second hit of the game for the White Sox. Go with the Konerko home run in the second. Teoscar on the grass at third. And Pierre takes a strike. He tried to bunt his way on to start the ball game. Mathis pounced on it just out in front of the plate on the third base side. Threw out Pierre easily. The 1 pitch. Pierre grounds it towards second. It's going to be tough to turn 2. Aybar with the lead on the face. Got him. Inning-ending double play by the Angels. Meister Sturis starting it. And Aybar ending it. We head to the bottom of the third. Angels still on top. The third inning. Let's go back and take a look at that double play, because with Juan Pierre running up the line, you got to be quick about it. As Sturis got rid of the ball quickly to Erick Aybar.
Boy, what a great flip over to Erick Aybar, and have that arm strength and able to be able to turn that 4-6-3 double play. But that was not an easy play with Juan Pierre running down the line, especially when his swing, he's making contact. He's already got 1 or 2 steps out of the batter's box running down that line.
Bobby rolls over this one to the right side. Beckham comes in and throws over to Konerko. Abreu is retired for the first out. Bobby had a base hit to left field in the first, and now he's 1 for 2. That'll bring up Meister Sturis. The Angels with 3 consecutive hits in the first to take a 1-0 lead. Torrey Hunter putting the Angels up 1-0 with a 16th run batted in. And then with 2 outs, Alberto Callaspo delivered a 2 RBI single. Sturis takes a strike.
Boy, Dank seems to be settling down there, working down in the strike zone as compared to their first inning where he's up in the strike zone.
Meister drills one out toward deep left center field. Rios getting chased, still going back. Big fly for Meister Sturis. It is a 4-1 Angel lead.
We're talking about some carry tonight. Rios looked like he had a beat on that fly ball and has kept going back and back and back, and before you know it, it's over the fence. Just as Danks made that adjustment down in the zone, this time elevates once again. Anything above the belt has been hit hard against him tonight. Foxmo turned over the changeup, but this time it's up. See where it's up above the belt. So you get a real good view of unable to work down with that changeup. His wrist was up, everything was up. That's why the result is a home run.
Sturz with his 3rd home run of the year and his 12th run batted in. Giving the Angels a 4-1 lead. Torre with an RBI single is 1 for 1. Also scored a run. Change up. Bounce right back to Danks. 2 outs. Kids on May 21st at 6:05. The Angels host the Atlanta Braves in interleague matchup. All kids 2 to 18 in attendance will receive a replica 1961 Jared Weaver jersey, courtesy of San Diego Zoo. To purchase tickets today, visit the Angel Stadium ticket office or log on to angels.com. How about that?
Well, Jared is still good after making his debut in 61.
19. Look at him. Look how youthful he looks.
He still has a great changeup.
Courtesy of the San Diego Zoo. Wow. Fantastic giveaway. Haven't been to the San Diego Zoo. I hear there's some pretty good displays of the Serengeti.
Yeah, that's feels like you're.
One ball, 2 strikes here on Howie. Hit a bouncer back to John Danks. 8-pitch at bat. He pulls this one into left field. A 2-out knock. And Howie's thinking about going to second. He's going to try for it. Pierre's throw out of time.
Great gamble by Howie. Knowing the scout report on Juan Pierre, a guy that covers a lot of ground in the outfield, but does not possess a very strong arm. Took the chance. A left-handed fielder's going away from the ball. Worth the gamble to get in a scoring position with 2 outs. Breaking pitch. Again, up. And Howie did a nice job of getting his top hand through and hit that ball in the left field right away out of the batter's box. Senses he had an opportunity for a double to get in scoring position, and is successful doing so.
Callaspo lines on the center field, a base hit. Howie's being waved around. The throw from Rios is not in time. Callaspo trying to go to second. Is safe at second base. 5-1 Angels.
Obviously going to come out to Larry Vanover if the tag was applied before Callaspo got his foot in there. But the approaches throughout this game against John Danks, a very good pitcher. Even though his record's 0-5, still one of the tougher lefties in the game. Pitch was down this time around, but Callaspo with a good swing and no hesitation by being able to send in Howie home, challenging that arm of Alex Rios. He does have a good arm, but it's worth the gamble. Two great base running plays results in a run.
Pretty close play, and it may have looked as if the tag was applied on the thigh of Callaspo right before the foot touching the bag. They're going to intentionally walk Mark Trumbo here to face Jeff Mathis. 3 RBI game for Alberto Callaspo here in the 3rd inning. Season high for him. He now has 16 runs batted in. Trumbo had a base hit of the second. Will draw the intentional walk. Second intentional walk that Trumbo has picked up this year. And the Angels have runners at first and second with 2 outs. Mathis coming up. Jeff struck out looking into second. The first pitch. Swing and a miss. Pulled the string on him. 0-1. 2 strikeouts for Danks. Both coming into second with Mathis and Borges. 1 walk. That was the intentional one that he just gave up to Trumbo. Foul back. It's 0-2. Callaspo at second, Trumbo at first. 0-2 on its way. Mathis lays off. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The Angels with 8 hits already in this game. 4 in the first, 1 in the second, 3 thus far here in the third. Changeup lifted in the air down the right field line. Konerko and Beckham giving chase. Eddie Beckham calling off Konerko. He'll make the catch. The inning comes to an end, but the Angels tack on 2 more runs on 3 hits, including Meiser Esteros' 3rd home run of the year to deep left center field. 3 in the books. Angels on top 5-1. With 3 RBIs, Meiser Esteros a 2-hit game, including his 3rd home run. Here's our AT&T trivia question for tonight. Who are the only 4 Angels pitchers with 60 or more of Mike Scioscia's 1,000 wins? Pinheiro misses inside to Alexei Ramirez. It's 1 ball, no strikes. 60 or more, 4 guys.
You got to have John Lackey, Jared Weaver, Irvin Santana. Those 3 guys I think are somewhat easy. Guessing maybe Washburn.
That's the one I was thinking of. Of the older guys. Ramirez didn't offer at it, takes that pitch low. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. Ramirez grounded out to 3rd base in the first inning. He's 0 for 1.
I think if I had 60 starts, I would have 60 losses according to Mike Scioscia for him.
The way he works his ratio. 2-1 hit in the air towards right center field, tailing away from Borges, and nobody's going to get a miscommunication out there. Ramirez is trying to go to second base, and he is in there with a double. Again, a little miscommunication between Torre and Peter Borges. It looked as if Borges had a play on it. Torre seemed to kind of reach for it, and then at the last minute pull back. That ball dropping in there.
It seemed like it was going to be an easier play for Torre the way the ball was running away from Peter Borges. Last second stops.
Yeah, but even watching the replay, it looked as if Borges was going to be there.
Yeah, Mike Scioscia has talked to Peter Borges about that. Anything that you can get to, you call it right away. Torre's so used to being that guy, going after the ball every time. He's waiting to be called off.
Adam Dunn takes a breaking ball down low. It's a double for Ramirez, his 4th of the year. So he's in scoring position for Dunn, who struck out swinging in the first inning. 2 strikeouts for Yoel Pinheiro. Dunn takes a strike to even the count. White Sox last night 3 for 6 with men in scoring position. They did big 4-run 7th inning that broke the game open. 2 balls and 1 strike. But Dunn at the plate. The Angels play him to pull. 3 infielders on the right side, although the outfield is almost the opposite way. Torrey shading him toward the alley in right center field. Now Torrey taking a couple of steps to his left. You see him at the top right of your screen. 2-1 pitch. Outside. 3 balls and a strike.
And Dunn, a guy who's had success against Piñeiro, also hitting over 300, including 3 home runs. Trying to get a pop up in the infield. A ground ball to that right side will advance. Piñeiro's over to third base with 1 out.
Rolls over this one. Full count. Merkel will pick up the souvenir. This is the first 3-ball count for Piñeiro in this game. Had a 1-2-3 inning in the first. Faced 4 batters in the second. Minimum 3 in the third, courtesy of the double play ball. And we'll pick off attempt. Nobody cutting in behind Ramirez. The 3-2. Dunn, a swing, foul tipped, hung on to by Mathis. Down goes Dunn. There's out number 1.
A nice job by Jeff behind the plate. Just got that baseball before it hit the dirt, which then would be a foul ball.
Kind of a defensive swing for Dunn, too. He's thrown a couple of those 2-seamers on the inside part of the plate, kind of putting it in his mind. So Dunn twice has gone down swinging. 1 out here in the 4th with Ramirez still at second. Konerko coming up. He homered in the second as a leadoff man, his 9th of the year. Now with 28 runs batted in. See the numbers there. 374th of his career. He'll take a strike. Konerko came into tonight's game tied in the RBI category with Adam Lind with 27, now with 28. And with home runs, now tied with Mark Teixeira with 9. American League leader in home runs. Konerko takes inside, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, that's a good question.
It is not Jose Bautista. He's second with 10.
He missed a little time. That's why. Otherwise, he probably would be leading.
Curtis Granderson of the New York Yankees.
Curtis Granderson.
He had 11 home runs on the year. 1-1 pitch. Down low, dug out by Mathis.
I was always taught coming up to the big leagues as a member of the Royals never to think anything or talk anything about a Yankee. So that's why I didn't.
Is that why
yeah,
you gave me that blank stare?
Yes, that's exactly why.
That dumbfounded look on your face. Is that why?
Exactly.
I should have known, having grown up in Kansas City.
Yes.
That's my bad.
Yes.
Left you hanging there.
Yeah.
Well, hang with him.
I know.
Another day.
That jet stream in right field at Yankee Stadium, the new Yankee Stadium.
2-1 pitch. Konerko chops it foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Wasn't there just an article yesterday in the LA Times about how few home runs are being hit here? In this ballpark, White Sox had 3 yesterday. There's 2 already today.
And baseballs have been hit. You think, okay, they're hit pretty well, but not enough to get out. But getting out.
Yeah. And it certainly is not as if the weather's warmed up here in Southern California.
Oh, there was a lot of rain last night after the game.
Piñeiro slowing things down here. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 1 out. Ramirez at second. Konerko rolls it foul again. Count remains even at 2-2. Carlos Quentin, the right fielder, is on deck. Ramirez led off this 4th inning with a double to the alley in right center field. A ball that maybe or maybe not gets caught. A little miscommunication between Torrey and Peter. Ramirez still over at second base after the Dunn strikeout. Now back to the screen. Not a whole lot of wind either. Look at the flags down in left center field. Just kind of hanging there.
Yeah, you wouldn't think the way the flags are moving, it's not as if it's really carrying out to the outfield. He's trying to find a pitch here to be able to get Konerko out. Tracking the baseball pretty well against him.
Off speed, got him. Down goes Konerko, 2 outs. And the Halos host division rivals Oakland Athletics Tuesday, the 24th of May. All fans in attendance will receive a Kendrys Morales right or left-handed bobblehead courtesy of Natural Balance. Tickets for this exclusive night are available at the Angels Stadium ticket office or by visiting angels.com. There you go. You wanted to see what Kendrys looked like. There he is. He's happy.
He's happy there. Maybe we'll get some good news tonight at some point. And so I'll get a second opinion on the ankle.
Quentin swings and misses there. We've been told about that he went to that second opinion in Vail, Colorado today. He'll talk to doctors when he returns. So no real news on Kendrys. On Vernon, they say that there's no timetable for his return. This one chopped up the third base line, backhanded by Callaspo. The long throw. It's true. And Quentin is retired for out number 3. Leadoff double stranded at second base for the White Sox. Hit at the bottom of the 4th. Angels still lead at 5-1. And by Jack in the Box. Right now at Jack in the Box, get the new Bourbon Barbecue Steak Grilled Sandwich at participating restaurants. Halos up by the score of 5-1 here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Peter Bourjos to lead things off against John Danks, who's given up 8 hits so far in this one. The off-speed pitch is outside. And really what's crushed Danks so far, he's picked up 2 strikeouts. Bourjos was one of those in the second, is the fact that he hasn't been able to set up that cut fastball. Bourjos pulling one down into the left field corner. That is a foul ball just out in front of it. And it is a 1-ball, 1-strikeout. The off-speed pitches, whether it's the changeup or the breaking ball, he hasn't been consistent enough to set up that cut fastball in on the hands of the righties.
Yeah, his bread and butter is going to be that cut fastball down and in. You swing over top or be able to cut it in on your hands and jam and break your bat and then throw the changeup away. So he's going east to west with his pitches, but he hasn't been able to do so, elevating a number of his changeups and fastballs up. Hasn't been as effective with that cut fastball.
Bourjos shooting one toward the alley in right center field. Quentin giving chase, and he will run it down for the first out here in the 4th. This is exactly what we're talking about against John Danks.
Pitch up to Bobby. Meister gets a pitch up. Torrey Hunter hits it right back up the middle. Meister hits this one out on another elevated pitch. Again, he's got to be successful being down in the strike zone, whether it be the changeup his sinking fastball or his cut fastball down and in on the right-handed batters.
Aybar steps to the plate 0 for 2. So he takes a strike into the knees. Erickson a fly ball to right and a fly ball to left. He squared up the one in the second inning to Juan Pierre very well. Pierre did a nice job getting a good jump on it, tracking it down. It's quickly no balls, 2 strikes.
When you think of most pitchers, they want to stay down in the strike zone. We were talking earlier today about Josh Johnson of the Florida Marlins, how he's able to get people out up in the strike zone, but he throws 92 to 97 with his fastball up. Most pitchers are successful working down, going inside with the fastball, utilizing your off-speed pitches outside. You got to stay down, and Danks in particular is a guy that has to be down in the strike zone to be effective.
Got him looking. Down goes Aybar. 2 outs, 3rd strikeout for Danks. We go back to our AT&T trivia question. Mike Scioscia winning game number 1,000. Which 4 Angels with 60 or more victories of those 1,000? John Lackey 102, Irvin Santana 77, Weaver was 70, and Jared Washburn was 65.
A lot of success under Mike Scioscia.
Bobby late on that pitch, fouls it into the seats. It's no balls and a strike. Abreu 1 for 2. Base hit and a run scored to the first. A ground ball out in the 3rd. Mike Scioscia winning that game number 1,000 on Sunday. 56th manager in baseball history with 1,000 or more victories. 23rd with one team with 1,000 with at least one team. Bobby bounces this one to Beckham at second. And Danks has himself his first 1-2-3 inning. 4 in the books here at the Big A. The Angels up by the score of 5-1, and a world record to be set in the top of the 5th. The Halos trying to break a Guinness World Record. Most fans wearing a costume mask they've got to wear for 10 minutes. Look at all these copycats. As A.J. Pierzynski.
Well, the amazing thing, they're still able to boo Pierzynski when he came to the plate.
Yeah, well. Or they were oohing as they were putting the masks on. A lot of buzz here at the Big A right now with all the masks. Pierzynski, Rios, and Beckham in the 5th. Pierzynski a fly ball to right his first time up. Grounds this one toward the middle. Meister can't get it. It's a base hit. Leadoff man is on board.
That's a good look
going right there. Look. That's what I needed to do in Boston.
Yes.
Then I would have been able to see. Yes. It's a one-size-fits-all.
Oh.
That's right. Snap away, buddy.
Yep. I wonder if Triple H is going to make it out here tonight for wrestling.
Alex Rios swings and misses, and it's no balls in the strike. Rios grounded out. His first time up. He's 0 for 1. There's a lot of shiny red masks.
I'm sure everyone's quite comfortable, too.
Oh.
We were in Boston.
It's a pleasant evening for it.
Yep. With the dark sunglasses on, that's a great look.
Rios taps out with foul. It's no balls, 2 strikes. They've got a clock up on the scoreboard in right field. The countdown for this to occur. I mean, it's Halloween all over again.
Either that or it's Speed Racer with his brother Racer X.
Oh, 2 count. Foul back. There's the countdown clock, only just under 7 minutes ago.
Hardly breathe right now.
Yeah. Hey, tonight when you go home, you're going to throw on the mask and perhaps throw some stretchy pants on in your room just for fun?
Yeah. Well, there was never any doubt about that.
Rios lifts a fly ball to shallow center. Borges comes on. 1 out. First down here in the 5th. I'll bring up the second baseman, Gordon Beckham. Kind of surprised Hawk and Stone Pony aren't partaking in the festivities here.
That is surprising.
You want to reach over and give Hawk one of those masks?
Probably not.
If you want your arm back?
Yes.
Beckham grounds one to short. Ibar to Asturis. To Trumbo. Second double play turned by the Angels in this game. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Still trying to set a world record. The Angels on top 5-1.
For your Angels, number 13, second baseman, Maicer Izturis.
That is David Courtney, the voice of the Big A here. Or at least we think it is.
Could be.
We can't tell. Allegedly. 5-1 Angels here at the bottom of the 5th.
We don't know that for sure.
No, we don't.
Might have sent Dean over to verify that for us.
Izturis, Hunter Kendrick here in the 5th inning. That pitch is outside. Maicer 2 for 2 with a single and a home run. 2 runs scored. Grounds this one weakly to second. Beckham is there. Stewart is the first out.
Number 48, right fielder, Torii Hunter.
Boy, you imagine him with that
Rey Mysterio.
That's gone. Mysterio. Oh, man. Torii Hunter steps in. He's 1 for 2. Just under 3 minutes left for the world record to officially be set. Count is even at 1 ball, 1 strike. Torii with an RBI single in the first inning. 16 runs batted in on the year. Fouls this one back.
Let's just hope there's not many foul balls in the stands now.
That one fouled off. See, even the radio guys partaking in it. Jose Mota, Darren Chan, the producer engineer. Terry. Slow chopper to third. Tough play for Morel, and it's an infield base hit. Torii takes over to second because that ball going into the camera well. So it'll be an infield base hit and an error on Morel.
Slow roller. Morel just has to come in charging hard to be able to throw. Torii senses that base hit, gets away from Konerko and into the dugout. One of those plays where you're almost better suited just holding on. There's no way you're going to throw him out.
9th hit of the night for the Angels. 5th error by Morel this year. Here's Howie, 1 for 2, had a double his last time up and scored a run. The double came with 2 outs. Torii takes off to third, no throw, it's a stolen base. Huge jump for Torii Hunter.
Second stolen base.
Yeah.
Good idea. Especially with a lefty pitcher, you can be successful because you don't really see generally that spin move you'll see from a right-hander, even though Beckham was in position to get that throw. He gave him the daylight play. You don't see that spin move too often from a left-handed pitcher.
1 ball, 1 strike, infield in for the White Sox. 30 seconds left, and then the World Series. Well,
it's a lock for the World Series now.
Is locked. World record will be set. Now he's pulling one down the line. That'll go for extra bases. Torii will score. Kendrick on his way to second with his second double of the game. 6-1 Angels.
Well, since he's playing left field, he's hitting like a left fielder tonight. How we get him with a couple doubles. Power swing.
And now everyone can exhale.
There are some great looks in the stands here.
Callaspo takes inside. It's 1 ball, no strikes. Three RBIs on the night for Callaspo. Takes down low, and it's 2-0. Now with 16 runs batted in, 2 for 2 game, couple of singles.
I mean, you look up, Danks has thrown 79 pitches, 59 have been strikes. So that certainly has not been an issue for him.
3 balls and no strikes now. He has struck out 3, all 3 looking, by the way. Mathis, Borges, and Ibar. 1 walk, an intentional one to Trumbo, who stands on deck. There's a strike. 10 hits allowed by Danks, a season high. Previous high was 9 against the Tigers back on April the 24th. That was through 6 innings. Aspel lifts this one down the right field line. Slicing foul. Will be out of play.
And that's what happens sometimes when you're a pitcher, a starting pitcher. You're not getting a lot of run support. You're 0-5 to start the year. You have a pretty good ERA coming into the game. Under 4, the 3.83, which is pretty solid. But then all of a sudden you have a game like this in which you start to hit around, and all of a sudden the ERA goes up, and the record gets worse. Difficult at times to get the confidence to make pitches after that.
White Sox with action of the bullpen. Jeff Gray is up. Howie takes off. Aspel fouls it back. Ramirez is now creeping in, trying to keep Howie close to the bag. Payoff pitch. Aspel pulls it foul. Halos with 3 in the first, 2 in the third, 1 so far here in the 5th. The White Sox lone run came off the bat of Paul Konerko, his 9th home run of the year, leading off the second. 1 run, 4 hits, an error, 1 left on for Chicago. 6 runs, 10 hits, 3 left on for the Halos. Still one out here in the 5th. Another 3-2, and Aspel loops one in the air to shallow left. Pierre's there. He'll make the catch for round number 2. Howie heads back to second.
Just off the end of the bat. Specifically the one he hit into left field in front of the last at bat for Callaspo.
Another intentional walk coming to Trumbo. Second of the game. Well, you know what? And I understand what they're doing, but a little respect to Mark Trumbo. 1 for 1 with a base hit that happened in the second. Now the second intentional walk.
I mean, we did show the Coors Light Cold Hard Blast, a home run the other way for Trumbo against him. Coming into this game, though, Trumbo does 182 against the White Sox. Pretty interesting to put another base runner on there. Mathis has had some pretty good swings. Nothing to show for it yet. Great motivator for you if you're a hitter right here, Jeff Mathis, to be able to just stay back, simplify your approach, and hit a ball hard somewhere.
Mathis 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a pop-up. Swings through the fastball there. It's 0-1. No balls, 2 strikes. Danks allowing a run on 2 hits. The Angels with runners at first and second here, 2 outs. The 0-2. Mathis pulls it foul.
Could be Danks' last batter regardless.
That is absolutely precious. She is flat out stoked. Ball ricocheting all over the place and ended up in her hands. 0-2. Mathis goes down swinging. The inning comes to an end. The Angels do tack on a run on 2 hits, leave 2 on. 5 in the books, 6-1 Angels.
Light sixth inning. Now it's time for the Coors Light Freeze Cam. Guinness World Record attempt. Look at that. I just can hardly breathe now. That's 2 world records we're part of, Victor. The masks are beautiful. They're comfortable too. And you're stunned right now. That was our Coors Light Freeze Cam, brought to you by Frost Brew Coors Light.
No, your narration just got me so pumped up. It was awesome. I mean, you know what? Flip this off for Gooby's Emmy reel, please. Good stuff, man.
This Phil.
Thanks for the chest bump.
There you go.
That's a fair ball across the diamond. And they're down at first. It looked like a little stumble, perhaps, on the heel of Mark Trumbo at first base. Caspo, a strong arm. Morel is retired for the first out. He's 1 for 2.
2-time world record holder.
Putting that on your resume?
No question.
Talking points.
That'll be in the media guide next year.
You are going to send an email to Tim Mead, aren't you, to put that in your bio?
Yes, no, there's no doubt. It's already been texted.
Pierre takes a strike, and it's 1-1. Piero for 2. Tried to bunt his way onto the first, and a double play ball in the third. Just missed inside. It's 2 balls and a strike. Pinheiro has only thrown 59 pitches as we play here in the 6th inning. 60th is grounded over to Ibar, which rid of it quickly, 2 outs. And I guess you're going to have that. A guy who is around the strike zone, 1, 2. A team that's very aggressive, especially early in the count.
And especially if you can work down in the strike zone, get a lot of ground ball outs. Pinheiro loves pitching at this yard. The last 10 home starts, 6-0 with an ERA below 2. He was 7-2 last season with a low 2s ERA throughout the entire year as far as pitching at home in this ballpark. Working down, the grass eating up that ground balls. Wow. Piece of the wall down.
Somebody went all Nacho Libre on the wall.
I think so.
Alexi Ramirez takes down low. 1 ball, no strikes. Ramirez 1 for 2. Ground ball to third and a double. Count is even now. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pinheiro with 4 strikeouts. No walks. And 4 hits allowed. 1 each in the 2nd through the 5th. They jammed him nicely there.
Wow, did that fastball move. That ball started on the outer half of the plate and ran about a foot off the inside corner. Mathis setting up away. Boy, just turned over that pitch.
It looked like Pinheiro stumbling there as he delivered that pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Sometimes you'll see a pitcher when you're throwing an off-speed pitch, change up, you'll drag the back leg. That way you don't have to give away the arm motion. You aren't able to throw it as hard. Looked like he stumbled as he was trying to keep that back leg back on that pitching rubber a little bit longer than he would be on a fastball.
2-2, little jam shot into shallow left. That falls in for a base hit. Howie Kendrick is perfect at getting the baseball into the infield. See, he could do it.
Read it well.
Who doubted him?
Not us.
2-out knock for Ramirez, his 2nd hit of the game.
Little smile saying, I had no doubt in my mind I was going to make that play.
Can't wait to talk to the media. This what you guys were talking about? All the hype you guys were talking about?
See me come in on that ground ball into the outfield?
That was legit, too. Adam Dunn, 0 for 2. Couple of strikeouts. The pitch outside. 1-0. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Well, he's thrown Adam Dunn some real good assortment of sinking fastballs and changeups, trying to keep him off balance, trying to stay away and down. And again with that sinking fastball.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Magic Gray is going to come into the game for Danks. Probably done after 5 innings. Missed inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, when you see Jeff Mathis putting the 1 sign down, generally a fastball, but when he goes with the 1 with the pinky finger, he wants that fastball to be thrown at the hip of a left-handed batter to bring it back in the inside corner. I'm going to go right back in, try that same movement on the fastball.
2-2, and that is pulled into the right field corner, and that's going to go for extra bases. Ramirez can run a little bit. He's being waved around. Izturis with the relay throw home, and it's not in time. It's an RBI double for Adam Dunn, and it's 6-2 Angels. Back-to-back 2-out hits against Pinheiro here in the 6th.
And this pitch got too much of the plate. Pinheiro tried to get it inside, but it ran in the middle of the plate. And Adam Dunn's not going to miss that pitch, especially being a fastball.
That pitch was up a little bit as well. Dunn picks up his 6th double, 15th run batted in. Now Paul Konerko steps to the plate. He's 1 for 2 with a home run in the 2nd, a strikeout victim in the 4th. Oh, 1. Did you ever like that reaction from a hitter? First pitch fastball right down the middle, and he knows he should have swung at it.
Never really liked that when that type of reaction, because he's tracking you well. That's what it tells me as a hitter. He's seeing the ball well out of your hand, and he's thinking, okay, I had a shot at that one, but I'm still comfortable at the plate. You want to make sure you have a hitter uncomfortable at the plate if you can.
Effectively wild?
On occasion. Sometimes that baseball gets away inside.
You're only human.
He's trying to establish the inside corner.
1-1 pitch. Konerko rolls it foul. 1-2. Into the dugout just over the head of Mike Butcher. And happy birthday to Mike Butcher, by the way. Still moving.
Yeah. Got out of the way quick.
Cat-like quickness.
He knows it.
Mike Scioscia-like quickness.
Oh, Scioscia. Unbelievably quick on that reaction when Torrey Hunter and Vernon Wells threw that Gatorade bucket of ice on him. Says he's going to get it back at some point, maybe in spring.
Oh, there's no doubt about it.
Scioscia will get him back.
1-2, tap foul at the plate. This was Sunday after winning his 1,000th game. If he had an extra 100 yards, he would have caught him.
Just a few more yards.
That's what Mike Scioscia said. I believe it.
He was quick.
Kidding? Adam Dunn standing at second base. Pretty big lead for him. 2 outs here. 1 run in for Chicago in the 6th. It's down low. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pinheiro got Konerko with the off-speed pitch, changeup. His last plate appearance in the 4th. You see Quinton on deck. The 2-2. Breaking ball. Got him looking on the inside corner. Konerko doesn't like the call. The inning comes to an end. 1 run, 2 hits, 1 left on. And we head to the bottom of the 6th with the Angels still on top. By El Pollo Loco. Get into El Pollo Loco today and try our delicious Baja-style fish tacos with classic Baja or spicy avocado sauce. Only at El Pollo Loco. And by Time Warner Cable. Angels on top here in the bottom of the 6th inning by the score of 6-2. In and out. Who's in, who's out. John Danks, the starter for the White Sox, is out. And it's the right-hander Jeff Gray, 29-year-old from native of Texas, comes on pitching in his 6th game, 3.48 ERA with no record. They'll face 9-1-2 Borges, Ibar, and Abreu.
He's always had a pretty good fastball, 93 to 96 range, curve and slider.
Breaking ball outside. He did not go around. They asked him the appeal. Dan Bellino, first base umpire, said he did not. So it's 1 ball, no strikes. Borges 0 for 2, struck out looking to second. Hit a fly ball to right in the 4th. Borges fouls one back. This one landing just below us to the left. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Gray, originally a 32nd round pick in 04 by the Oakland Athletics. Pitched in Oakland briefly in 2008. 2009 was with the Cubs last year. Borges taps it foul, 1-2. Signed as a free agent in the offseason. Southwest Missouri State University. That's where he went to school. You know where Mark Burley went to school too?
I think you're right.
Borges goes down swinging. There is out number 1.
Well, he does have a very good slider. You can see how that ball broke off the outside corner and away from Peter Borges. Stayed on top of that late snap on that slider. Like, great view of the way that pitch looks like it's going to get to the outside corner, and all of a sudden it goes away. Again, a good true slider. For a hitter, you read bad fastball, but then that late break at the end gets you out a number of times if it's located well.
Top of the order, and Eric Ibar hitting from the left side for the first time, 0 for 3. He's got an 8-game hitting streak going. Pulls this one into right field, make that a 9-game hitting streak. A 1-out single puts a man on for Bobby Abreu.
Number 53, designated hitter Bobby Abreu.
Might see Ibar going right away here. Nine stolen bases on the season for Eric Ibar.
Halos have 1 stolen base tonight. Bobby takes outside. There's Torrey Hunter of third base in the 5th inning. A.J. Pierzynski now 2 of 24 throwing out would-be base stealers.
With this power that the White Sox have in their lineup, you got to keep putting pressure on them to try to get in scoring position and score runs. Saw it last night. We even seen the possibility of getting back in the game here.
Pitch. Bobby let it fly, fouls it back. It's 1-1.
We will possibly putting the steal sign on to Eric Ibar at first base if he can get a good jump. More likely he has the green light anyhow if he gets a good read on a pitcher.
Throw over and almost threw it away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. I just checked on Mark Burley. Went to junior college. Ryan Howard went to Southwest Missouri State. Mark Burley grew up at St. Charles, Missouri. 1-2 is popped up left side. Morrell, third baseman, backing up a couple of steps. Drops the baseball. Ibar will advance to second. Guys love to try to catch a fly ball with one hand, don't they?
You have an opportunity to be able to get 2 hands on the baseball. Plenty of time. The ball was hit high enough. Man, well, that's the lost art anymore. Just in case that happens, you have that ability to be able to get the baseball back in that glove with your bare hand. Get yourself in position to shift your body instead of fielding it over to your side. You get underneath the ball and make the play.
Second error in this game for Morrell. He now has 6. The inning continues here with 1 out. Runners at first and second. Ibar did a nice job of kind of hanging between first and second base. See if that ball was going to be caught or not. Here's Meiser, who's 2 for 3. A single and a home run. Fouls this one back. Time now for our Jaguar performance of the night. Meiser Stewart getting it done with the bat. First inning base hit, the third inning solo home run in left center field, his 3rd of the year.
14th extra base hit for Meiser.
Takes low, 1 ball, 1 strike. Ramirez cutting in behind Ibar. No throw by Gray. That's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Tomorrow night right here at 7:05. The conclusion of this 3-game series. Tyler Chatwood going for the Angels. Jake Peavy making his 2011 debut for the White Sox.
Chatwood had a great game against the White Sox in Chicago.
A swing and a miss. The ball gets away from Przinsky. The runners will advance. It's a strikeout of Asturias, and there are 2 outs.
I think that would have to be a pass ball. We're looking maybe a cross-up.
Some nasty movement on it, whichever way it gets called.
Well, that's, you know, as a catcher, you're thinking he's throwing something off speed, either a curveball or slider, and you get a 95-mile-an-hour fastball. That's the end result. Very difficult for a catcher to make that adjustment. The other way around, yes, you could do that.
Here's Torrey Hunter. Sorry. The 2 outs, 2 on. Torrey takes a strike. Oh, 1 that is pulled, and that is just foul. They're calling that a wild pitch, by the way, on Jeff Gray.
Wow, wild pitch on that one, huh? Yeah. It had to be a cross up there, and that's what they have to be thinking of, because that was definitely not in the dirt.
Gray ahead of the count here. No balls, 2 strikes. Ibar at third, Abreu at second. It's down in the dirt. Two for 3 game for Torrey. 2 singles, 1 RBI, 2 runs scored, and a stolen base. Lays off the slider. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2 big runs out there for the Angels if Torrey can get a base hit.
Howie Kendricks had yet another multi-hit game, his 18th of the year. He's on deck. Two, chopper foul with the off-speed pitch. Gets Torrey swinging. That will end the inning. 3 strikeouts in the inning for Gray. The Angels leave 2 men on, 6 in the books. Halo still on top, 6-2. Score of 6-2. Joel Pinheiro back out for yet another inning. 5 strikeouts, no walks, 6 total hits allowed. He drops that big curveball in there for strike 1. Carlos Quinton 0 for 2. Strikeout victim in the 2nd, grounded out to 3rd in the 4th inning. Half-hearted swing, and Callaspo plays it on 1 hop. Was just completely fooled on that pitch. There's out number 1.
And that's the one thing about Pinheiro. He makes adjustments during the course of the game, particularly later in the game. You're going to see him use more curveballs, changeups as the game progresses. Early in the game, establishing that sinking fastball and slider. Then all of a sudden you see the curveball, the changeup. Always around the strike zone. No walks tonight. The guy that when he's down and able to utilize that 2-seam fastball, all of a sudden those other pitches, the secondary pitches, become that much better.
Pierzynski takes a strike. He had a base hit his last time up, a 1-for-2 game. Breaking ball hooked into the right field corner, and that's going to fall for a hit and past Torrey. Pierzynski doesn't run that well, so he'll stop at second with a double. His 2nd hit of the game, his 3rd double of the year. Hey, folks, on Wednesday, May 25th, that's during the next homestand, the Angels will be hosting the Oakland A's. Just in time for the holiday weekend, all fans will receive an Angels 6-pack cooler, courtesy of Sparklet's home and office delivery. Purchase your tickets today at the Angel Stadium ticket office or by logging on to angels.com. Could have just stopped at the 6-pack. But the cooler's nice.
Very nice cooler. You know, last year's giveaway, the cooler, my son just had that the other day. As a matter of fact, carrying his ice for throwing on the side at high school baseball.
Really?
Yes, he did.
You got him trained well?
Yes, I do. Well, I don't know about that, but he did bring the ice to put on his shoulder.
Allegedly.
Yes.
Alex Rios 0 for 2. Ground ball out and a fly ball out. Fastball up and in. 1 ball, 1 strike. Rich Thompson, first man up for the Angels. Pinheiro at 82 pitches so far. .56 strikes. Two balls and 1 strike.
And still, we got to keep in mind that Pinheiro's missed, all the entire season, missed a number of days in spring training too. Just trying to get himself ready. Now building up the arm strength. This is his 3rd start out. First 2 have been very good. Tonight been very good also. A ton of strikes. Again, as the game progresses, that's when you wonder if that sinking fastball flattens out for him.
Rios hits one high and deep towards center field. Borgia seems to have a bead on it. He does. Brzezinski wants to tag, and he does. He'll advance to third base, but there are 2 outs now.
And again, this pitch didn't quite have the zip on it. The elbow right there dragging through enough, elevated that pitch, and Rios just missed that one. Again, he got the out with it, but that's the thing that Mike Butcher, Mike Scioscia will keep an eye on. Just working downhill, staying down in the strike zone. As you get a little bit tired, that shoulder gets fatigued because he hasn't built up enough arm strength in there with the innings and pitches thrown. That's always something you got to keep an eye on.
There's a pretty good breaking ball that snapped off for a strike. Again, scored Beckham. 0 for 2. And just going back to Pinheiro, 98 pitches his last time out. That was against the Red Sox in picking up his first win of the year. This one's rolled towards short. Ibar was positioned perfectly. Strong throw. Gets him. That'll end the top of the 7th. Nice job by Yoel Pinheiro. We head to 7th inning stretch time here at the Big A with the Halos still on top, 6-2.
Joined the Halos in 1964 and immediately formed one of baseball's best double play combinations with Jim Fregosi.
The key to a good combo is the second baseman getting rid of the ball. And Bobby Knopp could get rid of the ball faster than anybody in the league.
Knopp won 3 straight Gold Gloves for the Angels in the late 60s.
Bottom of the 7th, 6-2 Angels. Gray back out there for another inning for the White Sox. John Danks, by the way, went 5. Struck out 4, walked 2. Both were intentional, but it gave up all 6 runs on 10 hits, and that included the home run to Meiser Asturis. Kendrick Callaspo Trumbo here at the Angels half of the 7th inning. Howie 2 for 3, couple of doubles, an RBI and a run scored. Howie now with 11 doubles on the year. This is from fouling out of play, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. The RBI that he got in the 5th inning, his 15th of the year.
To give him 18 extra base hits on the year now. 6 home runs, a triple, and 11 doubles.
Almost got him with 2 balls and a strike. 37th game for the Angels, and Howie with 18 multi-hit games. I mean, he's been the quiet assassin in the Angels lineup, no question about it. He shoots this one into right field. Quinton was playing deep. He'll make the catch, but that ball again struck well. This is kind of what we saw out of Howie Kendrick early on in the year. Hey folks, on Saturday, June the 11th, pop sensation Taio Cruz will kick off the post-game summer concert series presented by SRS Labs in association with Budweiser. Purchase your tickets today at the Angel Stadium ticket office or just by logging on at angels.com/concerts. Taio Cruz.
Looking forward to that.
Taio Cruz. Merle Haggard's in the house.
Oh. It's impressive.
Do we have any B-roll? Did he put on the mask? That would have been awesome.
Yes, especially with that awesome hat.
Merle pumped up to be here. He'll be at the Grove tomorrow night. This one's fouled off to the left. 2 balls and a strike on Alberto Callasco. Made many a country legend. I mean, they look up to Merle Haggard still to this day.
Let's listen to Rascal Flatts in an interview recently talk about that with Merle Haggard's their idol.
This one rolled over to first. Paul Konerko will take it himself. 2 outs. He loves all kinds of music too, because he was enjoying Buttercup as we came back.
I mean, do you blame him?
Storm and Norman Peters, our numbers guy, was dancing and serenading you.
Oh, he was amazing.
Gray, having retired the first 2 batters here to the 7th, faces Mark Trumbo with the bases clear. A pretty good little movement, late movement for Gray on that pitch.
Yeah, that's a true slider. It also has a curveball. When you see that late, sharp break at an 88-mile-an-hour pitch, again, Gray can rush that fastball 94 to 96. He certainly has that true break on the slider.
No balls, 2 strikes here on Mark Trumbo, who's 1 for 1, had a base hit in the 2nd, then was intentionally walked twice by John Danks. Trumbo lifts this one out to deep center field. Rios drifting back into his left is there. Will make the catch for the 3rd out. The Angels go down in order here in the 7th. Joel Pinheiro looks like he's coming back out with the Angels on top 6-2. Report card. Joel Pinheiro, 7 innings so far, 2 earned runs. John Danks got knocked out after 5, giving up 10 hits, the most hits he's allowed in a game this year, and 6 earned runs. The Angels 3 through 6 all have 2 hits, at least 1 RBI. Defensive change for the Angels. We'll show you that here in a moment. Reggie Willits is in left field, and Howie Kendrick moves from left over to first. Brett Morel at the plate. Grounds one over to short. Ibar off balance. Brett Morel is retired for the first down. He's 1 for 3 now.
Well, that's the 13th ground ball out in this game from Pinheiro. A couple of them being on double play balls. So working down the strike zone again. As the game progresses, so efficient as far as starting to use his slow curve, his changeup to get some more ground ball outs.
Pierre takes a strike. 0 for 3 today. 3 ground ball outs, although the first one was a bunt. Mathers got him out as this one lifted in the air to left. And Howie Kendrick standing at first base here. Oh, sure, now you hit a fly ball.
Exactly.
Reggie puts it away for round number 2.
Number 10, shortstop, Alexei
It's amazing how that works out.
2 quick outs here in the 8th for the White Sox. And here's Alexei Ramirez, who has 2 of the 7 hits for the White Sox. A double and a single, run scored. No balls and a strike.
Ramirez, a guy definitely is looking for that first pitch fastball. Very aggressive at the plate as Scott Downs warms up down in the bullpen for the Halos from the left side.
He'd be coming in if the inning continues and Adam Dunn steps to the plate. At least that's my assumption. Saw Steve Solis, the bullpen coach, tipping the hat up. That's the universal sign for he's ready to go.
Again, bullpen guys know exactly what they need to get ready, and then all of a sudden, just enough pitches at that point, they slow down, knowing the scenario when they might come in.
Off speed, and that is pulled to the left. 0-2 count, kind of left that one hanging. And Ramirez picks up his 3rd hit of the game.
Number 32, designated hitter Adam Dunn.
And so she's going to stick with Pinheiro. Looks like Fernando Rodney now is going to get up as well. Dunn fouls off the first pitch. He's 1 for 3. RBI double in the 6th inning, his 6th double of the year, 15th run batted in. Mike letting Pinheiro try to get through this 8th inning. Outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. White Sox have 2 runs on 8 hits. They had solo runs in the 2nd and 6th innings. They've committed 2 errors. Actually, Morel, the 3rd baseman, has committed 2 errors. They've left 3 on base. The Angels 6 runs, 11 hits, 7 left on. Off-speed pitch down low, and it's 2 balls and a strike. The Angels with 3 in the 1st, 2 in the 3rd, and 1 in the 5th inning. Pinheiro's just thrown his 96th pitch of the night. See Paul Konerko on deck. It's 3-1. Downs just playing the occasional catch now. I guess the move to the bullpen would be bring in Rodney to face Paul Konerko, if that's what you want to do. Dunn fouls it off the left. Full count now. Just the second 3-ball count that Piñeiro's had in this game.
And this is a time where you might think in lines of a changeup here. Fastball that he had a pretty good swing at. The last time a fastball that was supposed to be inside ran over the plate and he hit that double to right field. Had him done. So, but he did swing and miss on an off-speed pitch to first at bat. Go off speed.
Ramirez takes off. The 3-2 is down low and he walked him. So the 0-2 base hit to Ramirez, now the walk, and here comes Mike Scioscia. And with Paul Konerko coming to the plate, Scioscia perhaps to talk things over with Piñeiro. Nope, he's going to bring in Fernando Rodney. So he's going to go righty-righty here with Downs all ready to go in the pen. Rodney gets the call here. Piñeiro will depart with a nice round of applause.
Deposit checks from your smartphone with Quick Deposit. Take a step forward and chase what matters. And buy 76 gasoline. We're on the driver's side.
Still here in the 8th inning, 2 outs, 2 on for the White Sox. 6-2 Angels. Ron Piñeiro, 7 2/3, 5 strikeouts, 1 walk. He's responsible for the 2 guys on base. The pitch he'd like to have back is that 0-2 breaking ball to Alexei Ramirez. He knew he made a mistake, and Ramirez served it out to left field for a base hit. And now it'll be up to Fernando Rodney here to get Paul Konerko to get out of this 8th inning. Rodney mixed results the other day against the Cleveland Indians. That was the Sunday game in which he ended up picking up the win, but gave up 2 runs on 3 hits and hit a batter in his 1 inning of work.
Well, Konerko has some pretty good numbers against Fernando Rodney, 353. Overall numbers against the White Sox in general, 4.53 ERA against the White Sox throughout his career for Fernando Rodney.
Ramirez at second, Adam Dunn at first. Jammed him well with that fastball, and it's no balls, 2 strikes. 0-2. Rolled over to third. That is a fair ball. Teoscar throws across the diamond. The inning comes to an end. Fernando Rodney gets that last out. Terrific job by Yoel Pinheiro, having allowed 2 runs through 7 2/3. Into the bottom of the 8th. Angels on top 6-2. American Airlines upcoming schedule. Got a travel day on Thursday, then Friday. Jared Weaver going up against Alexi Ogando, who crashed from his last start due to a blister problem. He's off to a good start for Texas. Derek Holland's been scuffling for the Rangers. He'll go Saturday. Remember, that's an afternoon game against Dan Herron. And then Sunday, also an afternoon game. Irvin Santana and C.J. Wilson. Jeff Mathis, Peter Borges, Eric Ibar. Here in the 8th inning. Mathis takes a strike. Jeff 0 for 3, couple of strikeouts and a pop-up. Jeff Gray in his 3rd inning of relief work. This one bounced over to short. Ramirez has it on 2 big hits. Mathis retired for the first down. So 1 away, and that'll bring up Borges.
Number 25, center fielder Peter Borges.
Borges also 0 for 3. A couple of strikeouts and a fly ball to right.
Let's see Peter try to lay down a bunt here.
Takes a strike. Remember, tomorrow night, 7:05 start here. Jake Peavy making his 2011 debut for the White Sox, going up against Tyler Chaplin. Peter takes down low, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike.
We're curious to see what kind of a pitch count Peavy will have on him. Will probably be around that 85 to 100 range. Talk about a full max guy on the mound. That nasty slider, sinking, hard fastball.
Scott Downs, Jordan Walden left him loosening. Two balls, 2 strikes. The White Sox in the 9th inning have Quentin, Przinski, and Rios. Righty, lefty, righty. Overthrowing that pitch, and it's a full count. Eric Ibar on deck, extending his hitting streak to 9 games with his 6th inning base hit. Payoff pitch. Borges takes up high, and it's a walk. First issued by Gray. Puts a man on for Ibar. Hey, subscribe to MLB.tv today to see every Angels game live or on demand on your computer and your favorite devices. MLB.TV Premium lets you enjoy HD quality, home and away coverage, multi-game view, and the ability to pause and rewind live games. Visit Angels.com to order and get more details. MLB.TV, baseball everywhere. Ibar 1 for 4 with that base knock in the 6th inning. Quick throw to first. Borges back. Peter with 3 stolen bases on the year. He's been caught 4 times.
Gray, not real fast. They're played around 135 to 140. The average speed to the plate, if you were going to be successful, about 125.
Ibar takes a strike on the outside corner. Not a big lead for Borges at first. Pitch out, nothing's happening. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Just when you get ahead like that, you have an opportunity to be able to put a pitch out on. Otherwise, you're going to see Borges take a shot at trying to steal second. Or at the very least, a hit and run.
He started to go, then stumbled. Ibar fouls that one. It's 1-2.
Look, he was thinking in lines of stealing or hit and run there with Ibar swinging at the pitch.
Lays off that high one. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Gray very deliberate here with Ibar at the plate. Borges at first. Ibar lifts a fly ball to right. Quinton puts it away. 2 outs. Peter remains at first. That'll bring up Bobby Abreu with 2 outs, and Borges still over at first base. Bobby, a 1 for 4 game, had a base hit with a run scored at the first.
Gray's been pretty effective for Ozzieguian coming out of that bullpen. Slowed down the momentum of the Angels. They were swinging had some pretty good pitches by Danks early on, piling up the hits, but Gray's been pretty solid utilizing that hard slider, and his fastball has been very crisp. And mixing an all-speed changeup also.
Bobby takes inside for ball 1. Halos came into this one first in the American League in average at 270. Knocked out 11 hits. They picked up their 32nd team home run. Meiser Sturs getting his 3rd in the 3rd inning. Strike. Looking to pick up their 21st victory of the year. Oakland lost not too long ago to the Texas Rangers down in Texas 7-2. So the Angels hang on here, be back to a 2-game lead. Oakland dropping back. Bobby takes low. 2 balls and 1 strike. Cleveland ended up beating Tampa Bay in Cleveland 5-4. So The White Sox in jeopardy of falling 10.5 back. Baltimore beat Seattle 7-6. The Yankees 3-1 winners over the Royals. Toronto outlasted Boston 7-6.
Minnesota continues to struggle.
They're in the bottom of the ninth. I wonder if they had a delay. Detroit beating Minnesota 10-2 in the ninth.
Did they have their first rainout this year?
Yeah.
They didn't have any rainouts last year at Target Field.
Bobby takes inside, 3 balls. I'm assuming there was a delay. I mean, it's 11:30 there. Although 10 runs by the Tigers, maybe a lot of pitching changes.
Tigers red hot.
Yep. Swinging the bats. They swung them in Toronto.
Also got a no-no from Verlander.
Bobby breaks his bat loose for the right center field. That's a base hit. Borges rounding second, heading to third. Rios gets the baseball back there. Borges stops at third base. Abreu with his second hit of the game. And the Angels have runners at first and third with 2 outs, and Meiser Stewart's coming up.
Boy, 2-seam fastball down. Bobby off the end of the bat. Shatters the bat. But strong enough to fight it in the outfield for a base hit. I'll tell you what, Dino Evil was contemplating sending Peter Borges. He had a good jump on that baseball, and Rios got it in quickly to Beckham. If he didn't, he might have tried to send him home all the way from first.
So Borges at third, Abreu at first. Angels looking for a little insurance here as Asturias at the plate. Pulls this one foul into the seats.
Well, Peter did a good job of getting around that base. He was thinking in the lines of being in the spot to try to score, but Dino able to put that stop sign up right away because Rios got it in so quickly to Beckham at second.
One ball, 1 strike. That one caught the inside corner for strike 2. Curious to see what Mike Scioscia does in the 9th inning. 2 guys loosening in the pen. Fernando Rodney threw 3 pitches for the 8th inning. Downs and Walden ready to go. 1-2 low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Torrey on deck. 12 hits in this game for the Angels. Leading at 6-2 here in the 8th. That's in the dirt. Gets away from Krasinski. Nobody advances. And a full count on Meiser. Bobby will be off at the pitch now.
Meiser's so consistent in these situations with a runner in scoring position. Simplifies the approach, doesn't try to do too much. Pitch away, he'll hit the ball the other way. Come inside, he'll turn on it. Well, Mickey's got to be real happy with the results he's seen out of the offense tonight, especially the ability to go the other way early in the ballgame to get those significant hits on pitches that were elevated.
Foul at the plate, got a piece of his Asturias.
Right above the ankle area.
Rick Smith out to take a look. Still full with 2 outs. Abreu takes off the 3-2, and this one hitting the edge toward left center field. Rios comes in. He'll make the catch. We head to the 9th here at the Big A with the Angels leading it by the score of 6-2, and it looks like perhaps Scott Downs will be coming on in the 9th. Angels up by the score of 6-2. Fernando Rodney went 1/3 of an inning. Got Paul Konerko to end the 8th inning, and now Scott Downs will pitch in his 8th game. No record, no ERA. 7 1/3 innings, 3 hits. That has been all for Scott Downs. When he's been asked to come in, he's been solid with 1/3 of an inning. In Sunday's game, he got that strikeout of Grady Sizemore in the 7th.
A very good job as far as sinking his fastball, throwing a lot of strikes. Good changeup, good slider also.
Carlos Quentin, A.J. Pierzynski, Alex Rios here in the 9th inning. Over 40,000 on hand here this evening. 40,128. Great crowd on hand. Many have since departed, with the Angels up 6-2 here in the 9th. The hardcore fans, though, sticking out. Quentin swing and a miss at 0-2. Those are the candidates.
Yes. It's good to see a lot of them sticking around. Downs working ahead once again.
Carlos Quentin 0 for 3, a strikeout and a couple of groundouts to third. One ball, 2 strikes.
Good spot because he just threw a fastball in that same plane pitch before. Just try to expand the strike zone, swinging a pitch out of that strike zone, down and away.
Breaking ball hit in the air to shallow left. Here comes Reggie. 1 out. Brings up the catcher, A.J. Pierzynski, who's had a multi-hit game, 2 for 3. Doubled his last time up. First pitch in there for a strike. Boy, what a job by Yoel Pinheiro tonight. 3rd start of the year. Looks solid.
I'll tell you what, the adjustments he makes during the course of the game is phenomenal. He establishes his fastball early, that sinking fastball gets ground balls, but then all of a sudden as the game progresses, he starts throwing the curveball more. He will throw the slider early in the game with that fastball, but then the curve, the changeup. He's working down in the strike zone, utilizing that great infield that the Angels have had this season as far as fielding those ground balls.
Downs ahead of the count at 0-2. Pierzynski bounces this one to the right side. It's off his foot. Foul ball. AJ hobbling around there. Count remains at no balls, 2 strikes. That may have been right off the tip of the toe.
Exactly where it got him. Flush on the foot. What if he ends up throwing a good slider away now? Ooh, he's going right back inside with that sinker.
That's normally what you do.
Right back inside.
Oh, that went off the shin.
Oh, man.
Go back in there.
Yeah. Now he's going to go with a curveball now, try to finish him off.
Breaking ball. Now got a piece of Mathis. It's no balls, 2 strikes.
Working on his golf game afterwards, too, after that swing.
Sweeping breaking ball this time, and it's outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Will come back in now with that sinking fastball inside after back-to-back breaking pitches. Yep, going back inside.
That one got the home plate umpire. So we've got the trifecta here in the 9th. Pierzynski twice, Mathis once, and now Tony Randazzo. Next up, the ball boy.
Everyone's looking, okay, throw a fastball away. Right on the foot of Tony Randazzo behind the plate.
We laugh because we care.
Yes, there's no doubt about that. We do care. So does Mickey.
They all do. Smart man right there.
Coming back in for the fastball.
Bounced over to second as Sturis has it. Has to wait for Howard. Drops. Entertaining at bat by A.J. Pierzynski. Second out here in the 9th. The Angels 1 out away from picking up the 21st victory of the year. Tying this series up at a game apiece. Joel Pinheiro would move to 2-0. John Danks would drop to 0-6 to start the year. 15-game winner last year.
And it certainly wasn't because he was walking people. He had 2 walks, but they were both intentional walks to Mark Trumbo. He just made some mistakes within the strike zone, elevating some changeups, some fastballs. They cut fastball up. The hitters had great approaches against him tonight.
0-1 back to Downs, who's got it. Light that baby up as the Angels take game 2 of this series by the final of 6-2.
Boy, great job as far as pitching today. Pinheiro, very good working down in the strike zone. Fernando Rodney got a key out, and Scott Downs finishes off, but it was all about the offense, especially in that first inning. Getting 3 hits on those 4 singles to start it off.
Joel Pinheiro now 2-0. Danks takes the loss. He's now 0-6. The Angels win it by the final of 6-2. For Mark Gubicza and our entire crew, we thank you for watching. Stick around. Billy Mack, Jose Mota, and Tim Salmon with Angels Live coming up next.